How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. I want to welcome you to a brand new Trading Protocol series, where in this lecture, we're going to discuss outcomes. We've now moved on to the optimization protocol, where we've now taken the trade is materialized, and the outcome of the trade is final. And so now what we're going to discuss is how exactly to interpret this outcome. So you've executed a trade, win, loss, or break even. The result is final, meaning the trade is now complete. But does the outcome reflect good or bad decision making? Well, in order to define that, we must first define what trading success really means and how to measure it properly. Because without defining trading success, we cannot determine whether the outcome of the trade was positive or negative. In order for us to understand outcomes, we must first understand that a single trade means nothing without context. It's your process and consistency that matter. Why? If a trade is profitable, doesn't necessarily mean you did the right thing. And if a trade is unprofitable, it doesn't necessarily mean you did the wrong thing. Trading success comes from repeatedly executing according to your protocol and not chasing outcomes. And so how we are going to define trading success is a trade that follows protocol. Just like if we flipped a coin 100 times, one result is just noise, and the overall result is what tells the story. We must also understand that trading is a probabilistic game. Good trades can lose and bad trades can win. And so it's crucial you understand that success comes from consistently executing your protocol and not chasing short-term results. Why? Well, because if you determine your performance based on the outcome, then your current trades is going to be influenced by the previous trades. Why? Well, because if the previous trade was unprofitable, that's going to influence your decision making going into this trade. And if the previous trade was profitable, then that's going to influence your decision making going into the next trades. Between two traders, the one who follows their system, even with fewer wins, is more skilled than the one who strays and wins more by chance. Why? Well, because the individual that follows their protocol has a skill that is scalable. Why? Well, because if they can follow a system consistently, then all they need to do is adjust the system so it becomes more and more profitable. And if they follow it, they'll become more and more profitable. So what is the unprofitable trader mindset? Well, the unprofitable trader measures their success by outcome and not by execution, and that is their downfall. They ride emotional highs and lows, constantly tweak their protocol, and chase short-term results. Without consistency, even wins become meaningless because there's no foundation to building lasting success. The unprofitable trader measures their performance based on the outcome of the previous trades. And because they're measuring the performance based on whether the previous trade was profitable or unprofitable, they pay no attention to whether they followed protocol or not. And if they don't follow protocol, it's impossible for them to find any form of consistency, meaning their trading success is not scalable. So what about the profitable trader mindset? Well, the profitable trader defines winning as following protocol flawlessly. They track their results in batches, refine their system through data, and measure success by protocol adherence. To them, every trade executed according to their protocol, profitable or unprofitable, is a victory. Now this is the key. Successful traders define winning trades based on whether they followed protocol or not. If they followed protocol, that's a winning trade. If the trade did not follow protocol, it's a losing trade. Why is this important? Well, it puts them in the driver's seat. They now have full control over their performance. If you measure your performance based on outcomes, you have no control over your performance whatsoever because we have no control over what the outcome of the next trade will be. However, what we do have control over is whether we follow protocol or not. And if we define winning and losing based on whether we follow protocol or not, we now have full control over our trading performance. Why is this important? Well, because now we can just adjust the protocol to make it more profitable, meaning we as traders will become more profitable. So what exactly is the shift that needs to occur from unprofitable to profitable? Well, this shift is from outcome-based to process-based success. We will redefine winning as following your protocol, not making money. A 100% win rate is possible if you execute your protocol with 100% discipline, trade after trade. We then review the financial results only in batches, letting the data and not our emotions guide us in our adjustments. And this is what we call optimization. And so essentially what we're doing is we're putting ourselves in the driver's seat by measuring our performance based on something we can control, which is our actions, whether we follow protocol or not. And then once you collect enough data, then we can look at the results and say, okay, these are the adjustments that need to be made to the protocol, make the adjustments, collect a new batch of trades, and then repeat the process. This is what it takes to achieve consistent profitability as a trader. And this is why very few traders succeed, is because they do not understand the shift that needs to occur. They need to go from outcome-based to process-based success. That is the key. So here's a homework assignment for you. I want you to define a win as any trade where you followed your protocol, and a loss as any trade where you did not follow protocol, regardless of the results. I want you to then track your win rates over the last 20 trades using this framework, and then journal how it feels. You'll find that 100% protocol adherence will feel powerful because it gives you total control, clarity, and a foundation to refine your protocol every 20 trades, meaning this is scalable. And if a trade status is unclear, meaning you don't know whether it follows protocol or not, then your rules are not clear enough. Simple as that. So that brings us to the end of this lecture on outcomes. Redefining what trading success means is crucial. In the next lecture, I'm going to show you how to journal, so how to collect these trades as a data set so that in the future we can optimize and make any necessary changes. I hope you found some value from this lecture, and with that, I'll see you in the next video. Be safe.